Good Friday evening. Southeast Texas weak front has pushed through the area. It'll be backing up overnight and tomorrow, so it'll be a cool night tonight, but things will be warming back up. Certainly we have already seen a few episodes of spring. Officially, spring begins in 10 days on the 20th of March. Otherwise, don't forget to spring ahead Sunday morning at 2 a.m. It goes to 3 a.m. And a reminder, change those smoke alarm batteries. Give it a new fresh one. So sunrise Saturday morning is at 6:28. With the time change, it becomes 7:27. So the sun will be up later in the morning, but that means you get more time in the late afternoon. You won't be driving home in the dark from work. Otherwise, looks like, pollen levels continue to stay very high. Tree pollen, I should say, mainly due to oak, and now grass pollen has climbed to very high levels across southeast Texas. So the weekend looks warm and humid, certainly in Beaumont. As you can see, 10 to 15 degrees above normal, which is our normal high of 72 to 73, looking at 82 to 86. Cold front comes in on Sunday, and then we could be 4 to 5 degrees below normal the first half of next week, only to start warming things up again. Normally, we should see lows 53 to 54. Well, we're going to be well above that right on through Sunday. Closer to normal and slightly below normal temperatures, low temperatures that is, first half of next week, only to start warming things back up on Friday as we continue with the flip-flop weather. Can't rule out maybe a very isolated shower this weekend. Most of us will stay dry. First half of next week looks dry, and then Friday we're betting the farm on a pretty good chance of rain and thunderstorms with our next cold front. So a warm, humid air mass will be over our area. When dew points are in the mid-60s, it's humid. But notice the dew points go way down, so it's going to feel pretty comfy through the first half of next week, only to go back to humid weather conditions by next Friday. So it's just back and forth across the area. In the upper levels of the atmosphere, weak northwest flow or west-northwest flow has developed behind our latest cold front. Now we're going to be watching another piece of energy move through the Midwest, and that will change the winds once again to a west and northwest flow, and that means another cold front followed by a ridge of high pressure and dry weather through the first half of next week. So tonight, can't rule out maybe an isolated shower along where that front is. As we head through an overnight period, you can see that front will be lifting on off towards the north, and that means temperatures may actually warm in the lakes area towards morning. And tomorrow afternoon, we'll peel away notice an isolated shower cannot be ruled out. High temperatures likely to get into the lower 80s. It's going to be a windy day across southeast Texas. On the Gulf of Mexico, slightly choppy seas around 2 feet. You'll see southeast winds at 10 to 15 knots. High tides at Sabine Pass at 5:59 a.m. and 4:24 p.m. Our forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, maybe an isolated shower, otherwise cooler, especially up in the lakes, with lows in the mid-50s, low to mid-60s in the triangle. Then for tomorrow, winds become southerly and rather windy. Could see gusts 25, maybe 30 miles an hour. Highs will be in the lower 80s. Even warmer temperatures are expected on Sunday. Again, don't forget to spring ahead. Could see highs in the mid-80s. Then the cold front comes through, and that means below normal temperatures expected the first half of next week. Cold high pressure moves away on Thursday, and that means a warming trend, only for another cold front to bring us a 70% coverage of showers and storms. Some folks need that, believe it or not. And then the following weekend of the 18th and 19th, looks relatively cool and dry with lows in the 40s and highs in the 60s. Download our app. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com. Stay safe. Have a fantastic weekend.